Okay, so I'll be able to expand them in just a moment. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking through each one of the characters from the new Smash Brothers, and all of them, well, most of them, are made by Nintendo. Some of them are guest characters from other franchises. Some of them I'm expecting you to be able to get. Some of them I am not expecting you to get at all, because that's completely understandable. There are actually quite a few of them. But if you can't think of their name, I want you to try...
Any of these fighting guys, I'm not gonna know.
And that's perfectly fine. It makes sense. But if you can't think of their name, I want you to just try and think up a name for them.
Oh, that could be dangerous.
And that's fine. Dangerous is good. So we're gonna start with one that's actually very easy.
I can just look at that one.
Yeah. So
that's Mario.
Yeah. So obviously, yeah, Mario for number one. And so this one.
Donkey Kong.
Yup.
Is that Link?
That is Link.
I'll be darned.
Yeah, he retired his green garb in the latest game, and he now wears this blue tunic. I'm actually surprised you were able to get that.
I am surprised I got that too. But I was thinking Zelda, and so like, who was the guy in Zelda? Or, whatever. Anyway.
Yeah, you got it.
Iron Man, I am your father. I don't know.
This character's name is Samus, and they are a bounty hunter. This next character is going to look rather familiar.
Darkstones.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah, that is exactly correct. Yeah.
Amazing. Yoshi.
Yep. Yoshi.
Kinky. I don't know.
Did you say kinky or pinky?
I said kinky, but pinky's probably.
I could definitely see Pinky as being a perfect name for him. This character's name is Kirby.
Kirby. I'm thinking of the character in Galaxy that wasn't a raccoon, so he's not a fox. What is he? Freddy. I don't know.
Oh, it's funny that you actually said his name. His name is, in fact, Fox.
Oh, God. Okay. Pikachu.
Yeah, he's big, yellow, and cute.
Luigi.
You know him from playing enough Mario Party.
He was always my character. Because you took Peach.
I did take Peach. I always took Peach.
Kid.
You know what? That's actually an apt name for him. His name is actually Ness, and he is a kid who...
Ness?
Ness.
Okay.
He comes from a series that has a different name depending on where you are. It's Mother in Japan, and in the US, and I think most European countries, it's a series called Earthbound.
Phoenix.
Not bad. His actual name is Captain Falcon.
Oh, he's a bird.
Yeah, exactly. It's funny that he's in this at all because he's actually a racer, and
okay.
Yeah, he
flies through the doors.
Yeah. I'll give you a hint for this one. This one is also a Pokemon.
Well, I know that. So is that one, but I don't know what that one is. I think. Well, maybe I do. That's Jigglypuff, isn't it?
That is Jigglypuff.
Okay.
This next one should also be pretty easy for you.
Peach.
Yep.
Got that one.
And
Daisy.
That is Daisy.
Bowser.
Now, this one you can get 2 extra points on. Because as a whole, they have... Both characters together are named one thing, and then they each have their own individual names. Their name together is more of a title.
Ice Twins.
Very close. It is the Ice Climbers.
Oh, Climbers, okay.
Yeah. And their individual names are Popo and Nana. They actually come from a game called Ice Climbers. It's unknown whether or not what their relationship is to each other, but the most commonly accepted one is that they're brother and sister.
I'll remember that because my grandmother, her name was Opal, but a lot of her grandchildren called her Popo. And Nana's another common one for grandmother, so I could probably remember that one. guess it's a her.
The gender ambiguity is on purpose.
Well, we'll call her Leslie because that's a gender ambiguous name. Ambiguous.
I can't even imagine what you're referencing there. But this character's name is Sheik.
Sheik.
Yeah. Sheik is a ninja from the Legend of Zelda series.
Zelda.
That one is Zelda.
I'm getting lucky.
Yeah. Funny thing, Sheik is actually Zelda in disguise.
Dr. Mario.
Yep, it is Dr. Mario.
I didn't know there was a Dr. Mario.
Yep, there's actually an old Nintendo game called Dr. Mario. It was very similar to Tetris.
Okay, this one's name is something like the Pikachu, but it's not.
You are correct in that regard.
It's either Pika, Kachu, or Pikachu. I don't know. Pikachu.
Pichu is correct.
I'm lucky, I swear.
Alright.
Now we go into the ones I have.
Now we're going to get it a little bit harder.
Raven.
His name is Falco.
Oh!
Yeah. He is a teammate of Fox.
Oh. He's also in the Link shit, I'm sure. Zelda stuff.
He is from a fantasy game, I will say that.
Prince Arthur.
You know what? That's not too terribly far off. His name is Prince and then King Marth.
Oh!
He is from the series called Fire Emblem. And it is very much a fantasy. It's more of a strategy game, but it's very much dragons and sword fighting and magic. This character is also from Fire Emblem, but a much more recent title.
She's got a headband, but it doesn't really look like a crown. I don't know. Lilliput. I don't know.
Lilliput? Oh, you got the first letter right. Her name is Lucina.
Oh!
Well, that's like Baby Link or Kid Link or Little Link or something.
You know what? I'm going to give you that one. It's Young Link.
Young Link. Oh gosh. Well, he looks like he's got metal shoes like that other guy did. Can it be a version of the Samus thing?
No.
Okay.
I'll give you a hint. Alright. He is actually from The Legend of Zelda.
I don't know, a scorpion dude.
Actually, he is from a race that comes from the desert. His name is Ganondorf, and he is the main bad guy throughout the Zelda series.
Well, no wonder old folks like me don't know this stuff.
Well, it's funny. In the first Zelda game, he was actually a gigantic pig man.
And they change it all the time.
Yeah.
You didn't know what it was originally. Alien kitty.
Alien kitty? Wait, he does have kind of... Well, it's funny because this is Mewtwo. Funnily enough, he is...
Mew?
Yeah, Mew. So... And there was actually another Pokemon that's just called Mew.
Oh.
So there's Mew, and this is Mewtwo. This character is also from Fire Emblem, and I'll let you know he has a much more common name.
Dave.
His name is Roy.
Oh!
Is that Siegfried? Siegfried and Roy.
Yeah. Again, what's funny is that this character actually has a very similar fighting style to Roy, but his name is Crom.
Oh!
In his story, he's actually Lucina's father. This one you may be able to recognize based off of how he looks, but he is actually from a game series that predates Mario.
Silhouette dude, I don't know.
Silhouette dude? He is from a series of games called Game & Watch games, and those were like the little ones that people could buy that were handheld that...
Oh.
Yeah. So they called him Mr. Game & Watch.
Oh!
Mr. Squat.
Mr. Squat.
It's kind of him.
Yeah. He is called Meta Knight. He is also from the Kirby series. Nope.
Angel.
You're right, he is an angel.
I don't know.
Nope.
I don't know.
No name?
Let me come up with one. Angel Elf.
Angel Elf? It's an apt description. He is called Pit, and like you mentioned, he is an angel. He is from a game called... Oh my gosh, I can't remember what the name of the game is. I will come back to me, and it gave me just enough time to look stupid.
Dark Pit.
Exactly. That is Dark Pit. I'm gonna see if you can get this, because this actually is gonna tie in something from earlier.
She got hooker shoes on.
Funny enough, those shoes actually have little boosters on them. Obviously,
Okay, flying slut.
Oh my gosh. Funnily enough, this character's name is Zero Suit Samus. So, Samus from earlier...
You said Samus wasn't used again. Because I asked you on that one if it could be another Samus, and you said no.
Oh, yeah. Well, that character isn't another Samus.
Oh. Well, I thought you meant there couldn't be another.
No.
Okay.
I just meant that
I wouldn't have gotten it anyway, but...
Yeah.
Why Zero Suit?
Because she's no longer wearing her suit. This one I think you'll probably get.
Wario.
How did I know?
Ninja Commando. I don't know.
You know what? That's not bad. He does go by a code name. His code name is Snake.
Whoa!
Yep.
Nothing snake about his outfit, though. Except maybe the color.
This is another Fire Emblem character. Like Roy, he also has a very common name. Bob? Well, it's not far. I mean, it is far, but it's not as far as you might think. It is a 3-letter name. His name is Ike.
Whoa!
Now, this one is another one where basically I just want this character's name, but if you can get all of them, I will be impressed. And for this character, it's not a name really that I'm looking for. It is also a title.
Pikachu. Pokemon Rescuer. So, I don't know.
Actually, no, that's actually very close. It's the Pokemon Trainer.
Whoa!
And do you want to even take a guess at these? You don't have to, but if...
I have no
Yeah.
idea.
This one is Squirtle. This one is Bulbasaur. No, sorry, this one's Ivysaur. And this one is Charizard.
Diddy Kong.
That is correct. That is Diddy Kong. I'll give you a hint. His is also a fairly common name.
I'll call him Craig.
Aw.
I don't know.
His name is Lucas.
Whoa!
Sonic?
That is Sonic.
Chili Willy.
Chili Willy? Actually, that would. I actually think that would be a good name for him. But he is called King DDD.
Whoa!
Mark.
Mark?
Mork for Mork.
Mork? You know what? He has a very, not really a very similar sounding name, but a very odd name. He is called Olimar.
Whoa!
And the little things that he's pulling out of the ground are called Pikmin.
Blue Fox.
Blue Fox. He is Lucario. He is also a
Whoa!
Pokemon. This one is actually based off of a real-life item that came with the Nintendo way back in the day. No, he is actually called Rob the Robot. He was a little disc or a little game loader that came with certain Nintendo games.
Huh. Lady?
Nope, not quite. Think of how he's different from regular Link.
Mini Link? Tiny Link?
This one is Toon Link.
Whoa!
Oh.
I'll give you a hint on this one. This one's also from Star Fox, and he has a very similar name set.
Star Wolf.
He is Wolf.
Whoa!
This character's name is more of a description of what he is, rather than...
He's a nerd. I don't
I like that name. But he is simply called the Villager.
Whoa!
Cannon Boy.
This character has actually been around for quite a while. His name is Mega Man.
Whoa!
He looks like a mega boy.
And these next two characters you should actually be familiar with as well. You may not know their name, but you've seen them before.
Those are the pictures of the trainers on the Wii.
Yep.
What are their names?
The Wii Fit Trainer.
Whoa!
Okay.
This one's another character from Mario. It's a more recent character, so wouldn't be surprised if you didn't know their name.
Queen something.
Her name is Rosalina, and funnily enough, she doesn't actually have a prefix in front of it, so... You know, actually, this is a character who I'm very certain was kind of based off of Rocky. His name is Little Mac, and probably the most famous game that he was in is a little game called Mike Tyson's Punch-Out!
Is that supposed to be a tongue or what?
Yeah, it's his tongue kind of acting like a scarf.
Gene Simmons.
He has a tongue to match. He is called Greninja.
Whoa!
Now, these are all also very similar. And based off of how they look, it should kind of tell you where they came from. And just so you know, they don't always have this same face. Their faces can be customized. You have made one of these.
But I don't know what they're the things that you make up to look like, supposed to look like you or whatever. Emojis. I don't know.
They are called the Miis.
Whoa!
I don't know elfin names.
Oh, this one is more based off of like mythology.
Means.
Yes. Her name is Palutena, and she is a goddess. She is also from the same game as Pit and Dark Pit, and I now remember the name of the game. It's called Kid Icarus.
It kind of looks like a Pac-Man, but Pac-Man didn't have arms and legs.
But you got it right. It is Pac-Man.
Oh.
Whoa!
These two are also the same character. Just in the game that they're in, you can choose both what they look like and whether you play as a male or female.
Captain Kidd.
Captain Kidd. Funnily enough, there is actually a game character called Captain Kidd, but not in this one. This character's name is Robin.
Whoa!
This one, I wouldn't have guessed this character's name.
I have no clue.
And that's perfectly fine. This character's name is called Shulk.
Whoa!
Baby Bowser.
Very close. Bowser Jr.
Bowser Jr.
Now, this one is kind of weird because the characters technically don't have names, but if you can name the game they're from,
I haven't a clue, son.
they are from a game called Duck Hunt.
Whoa!
Karate Joe.
Karate Joe? Funnily enough, I think there's actually a character named Karate Joe too. This character's name is Ryu. He is from a game called Street Fighter. This character is also from Street Fighter, and he is both friends and a rival of Ryu. He also has a very similar naming convention. His name only comprises of three letters.
Pie.
Pie. Still thinking of Thanksgiving.
Yep.
His name is Ken.
Whoa!
Besides his wonderfully stupid hairstyle, what do you think this character's name might possibly be?
Punk Blade.
Punk Blade? You know what? He is very much a punk, and he does have a stupidly huge sword, but this character's name is Cloud.
Whoa!
Doesn't even come close to what he
The other one.
Yeah. Alright, this character is also from Fire Emblem, and once again, it is a situation where both characters are technically the same person. So a gender-neutral name would probably go well here.
Carrie.
Carrie? Surprisingly close. Her name is Corin.
Whoa!
Corinne. Or Corin being I would think of that as definitely female.
You've actually seen this character before because you helped me with one of my videos that featured her. But she is actually named after a weapon.
Pistol Annie.
Pistol Annie. Her name is Bayonetta.
Whoa!
And she's got guns. And that makes a lot of sense, too.
And these two are actually part of a race. As you can kind of see, their hair is actually tentacles.
Squid girls or octopi or what are they?
Very close. They are Inklings.
Whoa!
Oh, Lord. It's like alien.
Actually, go with that.
Maybe they named it after one of the characters. I can't remember what the robot guy's name was. The only one I can remember is Ripley because she was the lead in it, so we'll call her Ripley.
Ripley? Yep. The character's name is Ridley.
Ridley. Yeah. Close.
Yep.
Chunky Thor.
Chunky Thor. most people have been calling him He-Man.
Yeah. Hercules coming.
This character's name is Simon Belmont.
Whoa!
He is from a game called Castlevania.
The other one was Simon what?
Belmont.
Seth Belmont. I don't know.
You know what? You got the last name right. His name is Richter Belmont.
Whoa!
This guy's name is actually a pun.
A pun?
Yeah.
I'm the Lizard King. I don't know.
He is called King K. Rool.
Whoa!
King Rool.
Oh.
Blondie. It works. Her name is Isabel.
Whoa!
Yeah, she is actually the secretary for the villager in one of the games.
Firefox.
Firefox? You know what? It actually kind of works. His name is Incineroar.
Whoa!
And the very last one is also a species, one that you may be familiar with.
Audrey.
Audrey. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if that's where they got the idea from. This is called the Piranha Plant, and it is from the Mario series. And that's it. That's all of them.
Okay.
But
I did bad, but
oh, not really. You got actually quite a few of them, especially towards the beginning.
all the Pikachu's and the Marios.
Yeah.
Those are easy.
Yeah, it's like you got pretty much all of the Mario characters except for the Piranha Plant, which is it's a random enemy, but
It's Toon Audrey.
Toon Audrey.
Audrey Toon.